How every morning starts. Cup of coffee. And away we go. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, here's the first attempt at flipping the front end. We gotta pull out again. Up and forward. Go up. Oh, there we go. Go all the way. Okay. That works, but it doesn't cantilever the right way. So I've got, well, that's all gonna change in a minute. So a few things that I knew I needed to do. I need to either take this brace out of the back of the fender, or I need to cut the skirt for the inner fender piece, if you will. Let's get you over there, you can see what I'm talking about. This right here needs to be cut because that actually sticks out about a half an inch, maybe a little bit less. I may get away with just pulling this hard as rock strip off. We'll try that first. Oh, look. Well, that was easy. We'll do both of those and see if it works. Yeah, not so easy on this side. All right, we'll come up with something. Okay, so we're gonna give it a try flipping it back in without that weather strip, and then we'll flip it right back up and see how it does. I'm not sure how to grab this, I guess. And just give her a little push until it comes up, back in the front. I gotta go down in the back. Ooh. And in she goes. You're in, right? All right, let's try going back out, but it should go out a little straighter. Ah, that made all the difference there. Now, set it right there, set it down. Set it down. Go ahead and set it right against the back, underneath that little lip. There you go. Now let it sit. Because right here is just about the pivot point. This is where it would be nice to have that shop to assist. Question is, should we put the hood on and screw the hood on it first? And I think the answer to that is yes, because that way it's not doing this. It'll add structure. And then I can figure out where to put those. So let's pop it right back in place where it goes. But that did make it go straight. All right. Okay. Let's put you on. So here's what we figured out. This is pretty much laying right on the grill and all, and I knew that, so I need to make some sort of a stop. So what I'm going to do is weld a piece of angle iron onto my plate here, which as it comes down, the pipe will actually set on it. So real easy, I'll put a piece of rubber on it once it's in place, which will keep it a little bit cushioned, and we'll see how that works. Thus far, it's actually working. She's going to be a heavy bitch because obviously it's a 1957 steel front end for a Chrysler, and Chryslers were never known to be super light. So, back in a minute. It's not the mistakes you make, it's how you correct them. This carriage bolt was put in to this bracket before I welded this all together. Now the problem is the Nylox nut won't go in it to hold it in place, so I've cut a slot. We're gonna see if we get lucky and we can just unscrew it from the opposite side. And looky there, it's magic. And that's how you fix one more screw up. Well, here we go. So I've got the hood in place and found out that there's a little bit of crooked in the front of this car. So I'm trying to get everything straightened out so it matches the bumper and everything and be square, but I've got a big gap at the back here. Huge. I push this one in and then my gap there is okay. But I've got to actually twist the nose a little bit to get it square. I don't know if, I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna have to go ahead and weld the pieces together. I've got them tacked, and then we'll figure it out from there. I've got this side gap is good. This side gap back here is good, but it widens up as it goes around the side, which tells me that everything is shifted to the driver's side a little bit. So if I push on this side, that side goes in, and when it goes in, then I can tack that fender to it, because remember, the fenders are attached to my brackets and they are square. They might be just a hair crooked, but I'm waiting on my cousin Brian to help me, because it takes 3 hands, and well, I don't have that. So here in a few minutes we'll get back at it, and then maybe, just maybe, it'll all tilt forward and not fall off. We'll see in a bit. Well, here we go. I've tacked the hood on just to try and get everything square. I yanked it forward. I'm still interfering a little bit at the back lip, so I'll have to take a little bit of the fender support back there off, because it just hangs up on one side or the other side, back and forth. So now I've got it forward. I should be able to take it forward, pick it up. Alright, now we got to figure out what's going on. Reason it stops right there, and I think right there is where I need my shock assisting, because it's pretty heavy. If I have assistance, it isn't too bad, but in order for it to come up and up, I can't do all sides at once. Well, maybe if I get that side on there, I'm going to need to put some sort of a guide back there, because I just can't do it. It goes back in really easy. So we will continue on figuring out the geometry to get some assistance with that thing. Well, there it is. I will do a motion video here in a bit. We'll just show you how it's supposed to work, and then I'm going to figure out how to make it a heck of a lot lighter. So I'll get my cousin to get on this side so you can look at his back, and we'll fold it up, and then we'll open it up. All right, you ready? Get ready. Too high. Gotta go back down there. So there it is down. And there it goes up. Forward first. And over. And that's all there is about that. Be a little tough to check the oil by myself at a gas station. I'd probably have to reach up under the fender.